Two events last week have symbolic resonance which looms large. One is the fact that yet again men, women, and children were gassed to death in this tortured and sublime world of ours in Syria, and that Great Britain, France, and the great United States of America sent a clear and distinct message that gassing of children, irrespective of ethnicity, race, or national origin, is no longer acceptable by the civilized world. And the second event was at the March of the Living, and the President of Israel marched shoulder to shoulder with the President of Poland and also with the Chief of Staff of the Israeli Defense Forces and the head of the Mossad and the head of the Shin Bet. Our annual theme this year is resistance and rebellion as we commemorate 3/4 of a century since the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising. How symbolically chilling it is that in that very same year, 1943, to be precise, on October 6, 1943, only 3 days before Yom Kippur, 400 Jewish American rabbis marched from the Lincoln Memorial to the White House to offer a petition to President Roosevelt to stop the genocide of our brothers and sisters in Europe. President Roosevelt, by the advice of some people, snuck out of the back door of the White House. He did not meet with the rabbis. Today, we have the Jewish state of Israel. Today, there is a clear and pervasive linkage between those Jewish warriors in the Warsaw Ghetto in 1943 and the fact today that Jewish blood can no longer be shed with impunity and with immunity. Today, the state of Israel is here. Today, the Jewish people is a political and military nuclear power to be reckoned with, to protect every single Jew from New Zealand in the east to California in the west. In addition to that, our rebellion, our resistance is also a cultural and spiritual one. Please be aware of the fact, please celebrate the fact that today, as we speak, there are more people studying Torah and Jewish spirituality and culture in the world than at any other point in 4,000 years of Jewish history. More than in pre-Holocaust Europe, more even than the Talmudic academies of the Babylonian era. And lastly, let us be mindful of the fact that the second mitzvah, the second ethical and spiritual commandment which the Almighty gave the first Jew and monotheist, Abraham, our patriarch, was Veheye bracha, you shall be a blessing. We continue to believe, Jewish people and people of conscience from all over the world, that there is more to celebrate than to denigrate in the human condition. We have Israeli delegations committed to Tikkun Olam who are amongst the first to come to areas struck by natural calamities and disasters. American Jewry spearheaded the fight for civil rights in this country. In the 60s, 51% of the lawyers in the South were Jewish, in a country in which we were only 5% of the population there. Then, today we're 3%. And lastly, Jewish individuals, we are proud to say, continue to excel disproportionately in the arts and in the sciences, and are recipients of numerous Nobel Prizes and contributing to medical advancements as well as information technology. Four Jewish individuals gave the world Google and Facebook, which enables all of humanity to come closer than ever before today. We salute our survivors. We are committed to our ongoing cultural, spiritual, and national flourishing, and we stand shoulder to shoulder with love and boundless solidarity with all the forces of good, sanity, and sanctity around the world entire. Thank you very much. I'm now honored to welcome to stage Lillian Mottern. Lillian is an 11th grader at California Independent School and an active member of the museum's Teen Advisory Board and Voices of History theater programs. Please rise as Lillian sings the national anthems of the United States and Israel. Thank you.